Alone at the edge of a universe humming a tune, for merely dreaming we were snow. A siren sounds like the goddess who promises endless apologies of paradise. And only she can make it right. So things are different tonight. We'll go together in flight.
The night was young at Wellsworth Station. Trains weren't due out until tomorrow, and the yard was neat and tidy. Edward was relaxing in the sheds. His fire was put out, and he was about to close his eyes, until he heard a whistle echo from afar.
That's strange. Nobody should be out here this late. Unless it's a midnight run. Maybe James? No. His whistle is higher pitched.
As Edward tried to make out the whistle, he could hear puffing noises in the distance, and soon he could see the shape of an engine arriving into the yards. Upon closer inspection, it was Douglas, puffing in tender first. He looked concerned and upset.
Oh. Hello, Douglas. What brings you here at this hour? I thought you were at Barrow by now. And what's with, sour look? I know midnight trains are tiring, but you're back very early this time.
Before long, Douglas backed into the berth next to Edward, wheeshing steam loudly at him.
Cut the act, Edward. We need to talk.
Edward jolted back in surprise. He didn't expect such a rude greeting from his friend, but he didn't back down.
Talk? Oh, talk about what? I don't follow on with what you mean.
Have you ever had an encounter with a very peculiar-looking tank engine with violet paint and gold lining? Does that ring any bells to you?
Well, that's a rather specific look for a tank engine, Douglas. After all, there are a lot of tank engines on the island as it is.
Just answer the question.
Edward stammered before sighing in defeat. He looked down at his buffers before his eyes looked back to the Caledonian engine.
Okay. Fine. Yes. Yes, I have. Her name is Lady. And this hasn't been the first time I've encountered her.
So, you've seen her before?
I have. She's been visiting me a lot late at night. Sometimes even in my dreams. Tells me prophecies and warnings about the future. It's strange that she trusts me with this sort of information. Guess being one of the oldest and wisest engines on Sodor really has its perks. But how do you know about her?
I saw her the day. She was rambling on about a future event that could ruin the future of the railway or something. But that's besides the point. Aside from her, have you interacted with a disfigured E2? There's a top hat above his smokebox, yellow and purple eyes. Weird logos on his sandboxes too.
Ah. Him.
Edward hissed, gritting his teeth lightly.
The con man. An entity loan shark who feeds upon making deals with people in need and backstabbing them soon after they're in debt. Old books claim he used to belong in an old world, but has long been gone by now. It appears he has some ties with another realm.
Aye. I ran into him earlier on my way to Ashley Station. I was diverted away somewhere in the forest, and when I saw him, immediately something was off. But what I'm confused about is, what is the connection between him and Lady?
Suddenly, the lamppost near the yard flickered, and with an alarming shriek, an engine appeared before the two. He was the same shape as Thomas, but his paint was all twisted, distorted.
You know, I would appreciate it if you just... Oh, excuse me. I don't know. Ask me about him instead of being so offended by my appearance, but... here we are. Excuse me, it's just had a few drinks on the way here. Woo!
So, you finally decided to show up. Or is this yard too much of a public setting for an engine such of high class?
Oh, you're too smart for me, Eddie. That's why Lady likes you the best. Whatever. I'm all here to answer your little Q&A, and I'll be on my way. So what do you want to know?
We were going to get to that before you rudely interrupted our conversation.
Aye. What's your game? Why are you and Lady infiltrating our minds? And why are you talking to us specifically?
I was getting at you, dumbass is my guy! Sodor's gonna fall apart soon. I know it, Lady knows it, and now both of you know it. Your controller's gonna die in an accident within a few months. Tops. The reason, train crash. Ironic. Oh, very shocking, I'm aware. You two were gifted with such knowledge because you're an enterprising engine. And you're more or less better at this stuff than the number one.
What about Gordon and James? What role do they play in this?
Oh, it's very simple. You see...
Before he could finish his sentence, his face suddenly stopped moving. Right as that happened, his body began to distort, and then he vanished in smoke. Laughter echoed across the yard. Edward and Douglas were silent for a while, until it was broken once more.
What do we do now?
Well, with this knowledge, we need to form a plan. Something that could stop this from coming. We cannot trust his word on it happening within the next few months. If anything, it could happen at a moment's notice. We need to be ready.
Aye, you're right.
Get some rest, Douglas. Tomorrow morning, before work, we'll start brainstorming. I will not let this railway falter by the hands of someone behind the scenes. I just won't.
And with that, the two engines went eerily to sleep, not knowing that the fate of their home was on their buffers now. But unbeknownst to them, someone overheard them.